good afternoon. Today is Saturday, January 6th. Already 6 days into January. Can you believe it? But we have two birthdays today. Today is Bonnie Socha, S-O-C-H-I-A. So Bonnie, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bonnie. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Francis Sanchez, S-A-N-C-H-E-Z. So Francis, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Francis. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have a great, great birthday today. I am just lounging around doing nothing today. I was going to go get my hair cut, and I thought, no, it's Saturday. I'll save that for the people that work all during the week, and then they can do whatever they want on the weekends because that's the only time they have to do it. I always thought when I was working, how come these people, old people, why don't they just do this stuff? They're retired. They can do it during the week. That's what I do nowadays. So I finally fixed my new calendar, transferred the dates, like important dates like birthdays and anniversaries and stuff like that onto the new calendar, and then doctor's appointments and all that. So we'll know. So I got that hung up. As you can see, I took my tree down, just put my little table back together over there. It's much, much brighter in here because that tree really did block a lot of the sunlight. But it's kind of sad. I liked sitting in here with the tree. But, it had to come down sooner or later. So I took that down today. And so now I'm all de-Christmasified. I leave my snowmen out because it's winter and you can have snowmen in the winter. We did have a little bit of snow flurries a little bit earlier, but nothing so much to speak of. We're supposed to just get rain most of the week. I'm hoping for a really good rainstorm one of these days because the workers, when they did the backyard, which is a mud pit, when they took my pool down, obviously the machinery, they put boards down, so that they wouldn't run over the grass and stuff. They did miss one area and they drove over the grass and it kind of sunk in. Jim's not that concerned about it, but I'm thinking, he says if it looks like that in the spring, he's just going to have them fix it. So we'll see. But we have a lot of mud caked into the driveway. And we've already turned our outside water faucets off so they don't freeze. So we don't have a hose that we can squirt the driveway down with. So we're waiting for Mother Nature to take care of that and get all that cleared off. And then last night I did the census because I got the forms mailed to me to do the census. I remember when they used to go door to door. I think if you don't do it, somebody comes to your house, I think. But I only thought they did that at the beginning of the decades. I thought like 10, 20, 30, like that. I thought that's when they did it. So I was really surprised to get that thing. So I filled it out and mailed it back. And then Ruth Barnett got some pretty good news. I mean, but like she would have got better. She would have liked to got better news, but she was happy with her news that she received. So thank you very much for your prayers for her surgery. She did come out on the better end, a better possibility, I could say. So she does appreciate all of your prayers, as do I. And what else? I know that we're trying to think. I'm going to put stairs on either side of my deck that I can go out. And Valerie Reese came up with a good point because I'll have all that open space. I can have a fire pit out there now. I love sitting around a fire at night, whether it's in the winter. Even in the winter, I don't even care because it's like the fire's keeping you warm. But in the summer, I always like just sitting outside around a fire pit, roasting marshmallows or something. But I couldn't do it on my lower patio, as I call it, because I have a big tree that overhangs there. But now, where the pool was, there was no tree hanging over it. I just might invest in a fire pit. I just might. I don't know. But it'd be nice to sit out there at night to do that. But other than that, kind of boring. I know I'm kind of boring. I caught up on all my YouTube videos yesterday. Denise found out she was supposed to go and talk to the people that are selling her the condo, that are building the condo today to do some finalized plans. But the director or the manager, whoever she is, her daughter had become ill, and so she had to go to Chicago to go see her. So they had postponed it. But she assures her that they will be closing on Thursday, the 11th, on her new home. So they're very anxious to get out. So. And I really don't blame them. They've been here since December 7th. They were only hoping to stay a week. So, it's going on 5, so they're ready to go. They really are. And, it'll be nice to just be back to normal. It really will. It didn't interfere with us in any way because they eat their dinner like at 5 o'clock. So she starts preparing her dinner at 4. Jim and I don't eat till like 6:30 or 7, so I don't usually start preparing my meal till about 5:30 because it usually only takes about an hour and a half to prepare for what we eat. So that worked out for us in our benefit that we never like. And then like using the washing machine, I do my laundry every 3 days. They did theirs a little bit more often because obviously there's more of them. And with Gary working and, Kylie goes to school and then she changes her clothes when she gets home. It just makes a little bit of a difference. But we never really seemed to get in each other's way, so that was a good thing. Mary found out from her doctor that they didn't, which I told her when I brought her, that they didn't do a biopsy, that when the surgeon came out, he said everything looked good and they didn't need to do anything, but Mary kept insisting that they needed to do something. I don't know why she thought that. But she called and she found out, no, she didn't. They didn't do a biopsy because they didn't need to. Listen to your big sister. She knew what she was talking about. But I understand Mary wanted to just have peace of mind, so she did. She talked to the surgeon then. And then I'm really having a really good weekend because I'm really having the strong feeling that like I want to know the difference between where I was, where I am, and where I want to be. I can't keep reflecting on where I was. I can reflect on where I was when it was like bad, when I was 304.2 pounds. I can reflect on that and think, oh, I don't ever want to get back on that. But I have to stop reflecting on the fact that I got down to 209. That was so close to Wonderland. It really was so close to Wonderland. And I just, I could kick myself for letting myself get back up to 260 some pounds. It's just, it really bothers me. More than it really bothers me. But I'm not going to keep reflecting on it. And like I said, I'm going to just keep reflecting on where I'm going, where I'm heading. And like in little 1 pound a week increments until I reach my little 5 pound goal. And then when I reach my 5 pound goal, just move on. I'm also doing a little bit different this time. Is if I want some candy, I'm going to have a piece of candy. I got a lot of candy for Christmas, and I know I should just throw it out, but it's Godiva chocolate. We are not throwing away Godiva chocolate. No. When one of the reasons I got so heavy is when one of Danny's girlfriends worked at Godiva chocolate, and so I always got Godiva chocolate, and that's where I acquired the taste for Godiva chocolate. But I don't want to think of it as a bad food and something that I can't eat. So I have it. I don't have it in sight. I know where it's at. Obviously, I put it there. But it's like, I'm not going to, if I have a craving for something, I'm going to give myself like a 15-minute time out and decide like in 15 minutes, if I still have the craving, I'm going to have a piece of chocolate. And if I forget about it, then I forget about it because I'm not going to be seeing it. It's not going to be there. Like if I'm walking by and go, oh, there's some chocolate there. I need to have some chocolate. No, this year I'm going to realize that there's no such thing as a bad food because I think that my philosophy for 2023 is if I go to Baskin Robbins, I love the Jamaica almond fudge and a waffle cone. I just love it. It's one of my favorite ice creams at 31 flavors. But then I would think, oh, that was so bad. I shouldn't have had that. That was a bad food. I shouldn't have had that. And then I just kind of went crazy. And then I think, well, you had that. You might as well have this and you might as well have that. No, now I'm going to realize that I can have that. I don't need a donut every time I go shopping because I was to that point that every time I grocery shop, not even grocery shop, anytime I went into Kroger's, because unfortunately I have some kind of a coupon. Hopefully it expired. But I had a coupon for a free donut every visit, one a day. I had a free coupon for a free donut every day. And I took advantage of that more times than you would like to know, I guess, or what I would like to admit would be a better way of putting it. But if I want a donut, I'm going to get a donut. But I'm not going to think that, you're going shopping, you can get a donut today because it's free. I'm not going to do that. But I really think that holding myself accountable, realizing that there's no such thing as bad foods, knowing the difference between where I am now and where I want to be, and just the difference a day makes. Really, sometimes the difference a meal makes. Because sometimes you can go really off kilter on one meal and just think that you shot it for the whole day. And that's not necessarily the case. It really isn't. It's just when that one bad choice for that particular moment not that it was a bad choice of food, but just a bad choice of overeating at that time, should lead you to thinking that you have to keep overeating or you have to keep trying to get something else. Another thing which I would always do is, I really want an ice cream cone from Baskin Robbins, but I'm not going to have that. So instead, I'll have this. And then you have that and you go, that just didn't hit the spot. I'm going to have this then. And then you have that and you go, no, that didn't really hit the spot either. I'm going to try this. And then you keep trying all this other stuff and then it adds up in calories and it's just not worth it. It's just not. And then also having the weekend mentality. I pride myself in the fact that I woke up this morning and I had English muffin with a banana and a hard-boiled egg with a cup of tea. And it satisfied me completely. And then for lunch, I had some yogurt. Who'd ever think that Sandy is saying she had yogurt? But I had some yogurt with some berries on it and a little bit of granola and another cup of tea. And you know what? I am really full right now. And it's only a little bit after 2. So for dinner, I plan on having a salad with some cottage cheese. I'm going to put some sort of protein on it. I don't know. I think I have some chicken in there. And I'm just going to go on from there and have a good weekend. I'm just going to have... Denise is going out with Gary to the Outback, one of my favorite places to go. And she asked if I wanted something brought back. And I said no. And then I clarified it by saying, yes, I want something brought back. But no, I don't need something brought back. Because there's a difference between wanting and needing. We're all going to want that big bowl of ice cream. But do we really need that big bowl of ice cream? So that's what I'm going to think. The difference between want and need. And so then she says, well, because Kylie's not going with us to the Outback. She's going to Wendy's. Would you like something from Wendy's? I love a single with cheese with a big bowl of chili from Wendy's. But did I need it? No. Did I want it? Yes. So I have to tell myself, do I want it or need it? And I just know that I wanted it. Now, if I feel like I want a piece of Godiva chocolate, am I going to say, do I want it or need it? It might just be at that particular moment, I need a little spring of chocolate in my mouth. And so I'm going to say, yes, I need it, but I only need one piece of chocolate. And then just move on from there. So that is my plan for the rest of the weekend, just to be conscious of what I want and what I need and what's best for me. And then thinking about where I am and where I want to be. And if I put all those thoughts into something before I make a food choice, not thinking whether the food is good or bad, just thinking those things. Do I want it or need it? And is it going to get me to where I want to be? And am I where I want to be right now? And the answer is I don't want to be where I am right now. I want to be back towards the 209. I want to be back going towards Wonderland. And I can do it, and I know I will do it because I'm going to hold myself accountable. But, okay, that's going to do it. I know it's kind of, it's not too short, but shorter for me. But I'm going to leave it at that and tell you that we're going to talk again tomorrow. So until then, stay safe.